So yesterday was my son. Today is follow up with manufacturers and marketing potential in help networking. Today's business networking. Um, the so yeah, and I do need votes. I've coordinated 20,000 you know 20, 30,000 people that I can reach out to via connections that I have on Facebook and how to get those votes actually coming in. Um, I just keeping you guys in the loop. And yeah, again, what am I doing? Why am I not putting the time into getting those votes? Well, I am visiting my kid, dropping off stuff to take care of him, because that's a big deal. And getting in contact with professionals for working on trying to build a startup. And like I said, I have business plans, I have novels, I have product improvement ideas. These things, I'm available for hire as a consultant, courtesy consultation. So I think there's an S on it.com. I I mean, it's I don't even know what's going on with the website. I've journaled how the website is supposed to look. Um, Website development, uh, it's, I have to be legal, I have to be PR, I have to be my web designer, I have to be I have to be the person that's able to compile all of these pitches and marketing research and business plans. And I just want to write one book, and I have so many ideas that I want to sell ideas for books, just because all of this nonfiction, interesting kind of thriller ideas, they don't pertain to my genuine purpose, which is like how to improve agriculture, how to okay, so I was on the internet doing research of Water Specialists International, and the people that used to work for EPA or do work for EPA, but basically the EPA individuals that do water studies, testings, and preventive and cleaning techniques international. And so yeah, so I was, this is what I do every day. It's either research or development. But again, okay, I don't want to invest between $500 and $3,500 of my own personal money into making a revolutionary motor and transmission system, because I don't have enough personal money. It's a very small investment when you, in compared to the actual reward. Yes. And again, well, what can she do with $500? Oh shucks, what did she do with $500, and how do you make it $3,500? Right now, again, if I could have the means to not only just, to not just barely cover the purchase cost, but to get purchase costs, to have the building funds, to be able to hire some people to just tie ropes and lay cloth into and string up lights, but not lights, because it's actually heavy freaking cloth filled rope cages, and being able to get that off the ground, especially as applies to potentially putting it into city infrastructure for, what are the specs? Engineers of the world, architects of the world, what are the specs between steel framed skyscrapers and light plastic carriage trolleys, gravity fed trolley systems, for building new roadways across city structures, and and changing it from a carpool to a elevator system that we're talking about smog, we're talking about water, we're talking about little tiny particles of plastics and other chemical wastes in water. We're talking about flying machines that, and I'm talking about flying machines. I'm talking about the flying freaking tractor. Okay, because I'm a farm girl. And I want a flying tractor, and I want a flying tractor that's high tech enough to clean my soil. So that if I've sprayed any Roundup or there's any plastic, there's any nastiness that's fallen, it's a multi-purpose machine. It's a diversity tool. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I a millennial? Am I this new generation? Did I grow up with huge, at 4 years old, was I thinking about flooding of the rice fields in China? Yes, I absolutely was. Okay, first of all, that's the conscientious level that I grew up on. Secondly, I also grew up with the promise of space travel, with the promise of flying cars, with all these promises, except that they're not promised because they weren't there when I was growing up, just like the cell phone wasn't there. So they're definitely capable of being there. And I'm thinking about how, and projections of who we are as alien creatures is something that I would say to Hollywood about what kind of movies they want to write for alien movies, because that's where people get their ideas, just FYI, people get their ideas from inspirations that they see. I've worked very hard to find the right inspirations and to work on that. I got to send a couple of videos. I got to send a couple of pictures for the base designs that I want to put little tweaks